Hello. Well, since my phone doesn't really like to record a video anymore, since I run this cyanogen mod, I decided to bring back my old camera, my real camera, and it can record video but only in 720p, so you have to deal with it. It's not the greatest, but yeah, I made a bunch of videos on my phone, but it looks like crap. But I have actually taken everything out and cleaned everything. And what I also did was to install an SSD. And it's not a regular SSD, it's the M.2 NVME SSD, and it's right over here. You see a white kind of square there, so it's just underneath the fan, and right underneath that one will be the graphics card. I haven't really put it in yet, so the graphics card will be right over there somewhere. So yeah, and you can see that I connected the cables to my SATA ports down here, and the red one, which is the SATA port number 4, the last one, or 6 in the BIOS, and that goes actually back there, and that will be an eSATA connection, because this motherboard doesn't have any native sort of eSATA ports up here in the IO ports. So that's why I have that one over there. And that will go to my backup drive, an external drive. And then you see there are 3 blue cables, not 4. 3 cables, and they go underneath here. You can't really see them, and they go back here and that way. And on the back side here it goes up, all the way up here to this black one. You might see the cables over there, blue cables. And over here I have, let's see if I can actually move my, that's the IC box, this one. It's 4 drive bays, and right now I only use 3 of these because I only have 4 SATA ports on the motherboard, and 1 it goes to the eSATA, so there's 3 left, and they are connected to the last one here and the first 2. In these first 2 I have 2 SSDs, and they are 160 GB each, and in the future when I get money they will be replaced with one single 1 terabyte SSD from Samsung, but I don't have the money at the moment to get those, so that's why I use 2 160 gig at the moment. And the last one is just a regular mechanical drive. Actually, it's just a regular 2 terabyte Western Digital, and it's not actually running all the time, and that's why I just have it like this, sticking out a little bit. And that's actually my backup drive. So, and also I will move files that I don't want on the SSD to the mechanical drive, and I do that about once a week. So yeah, that's my sort of backup drive at the moment, and I might get another drive there in the future, but I will probably just remove this drive and use in the external eSATA later. Okay, so let's actually get back here to the computer. So yeah, that's kind of what I've done right now. I just installed I removed the motherboard, cleaned everything up from dust, and I connected everything. And what I also did was that, I don't know if you can see it, put it over here perhaps. And it comes to the audio. The motherboard doesn't have any digital output on the back plate over there, but it have, let's put it down here, it have a digital connection right over here, and you might see a white and purple cable over there, and that's the digital audio output. And normally you connect a special circuit board that you connect to these slots, but you have to order that separately and cost extra money. I don't want that, so I just connected special cable, and the cable goes behind the motherboard and up, and it goes to this red connector here. And what I did on the I/O plate was to actually drill a hole on the I/O plate there, and it actually fits. It's sitting there pretty tight, so there's no problem there. So now I have digital audio output for free. So yeah, and I didn't remove the cooler itself. I just removed the fan, clean off the dust from the fan, and also clean off the dust from the cooler itself back here between the fan and the cooler. Also cleaned some dust from the fans over here, and the only thing I got left is to install the graphics card down here, and it will be right there with the M.2 slot. So yeah, it's pretty nice, and I think I actually managed really good with the cable management in this case, because it's a really small case. So the only cables you really see are the SATA cables down here and the power cable for the motherboard. And if you go up here, you see the extra power cable for the CPU, and also the fan cables here. And of course at the top here you got some more cables, but most of the cables are hidden behind here. So yeah, this will be my current setup, and right now it's like, what is it, 28th of December 2016, and in about 6 months I hope I will get some extra money when it's my birthday, and I will get the 1 terabyte SSD. But I will actually think I will keep. First thought was I was going to move this 5-bay hard drive case here to my media device, but I was thinking that I was going to buy a NAS drive in the future as well. So, and I think I would just keep this. It's kind of nice to have the hard drives in the front. It's easier to just swap drives if you want to. So yeah, so let's try to actually get in here and install the graphics card so you can see how it looks like. So it's a two slot thing here, and yeah, it will look something like that with the graphics card in it. And it's not really pushed in correctly. Well, I'll fix that later. So yeah, that's how it looks now, right now. A 650 watt power supply at the top, and it's more than enough for this setup. And I noticed if I just do nothing, it's idling, it's draw about 7 watts of power, the entire computer from the wall, and it consumes about 60 watt on maximum power. So yeah, it consumes quite a little power. So yeah, that's kind of it. Kind of a new update on my computer. And the CPU is an i5 6600K, and I got 16 GB of RAM over there. It's a DDR4. So yeah, see you later.